saw everything. The connection between two worlds. About a century ago, humans were defeated by the Vulgus. Invaders from the other world. Then came the Colossi, who destroyed everything. Humans resisted until they could no longer. Then they found hope. They were gifted the forgotten ancestors' power. Finally, they could fight with newfound strength. But another threat had emerged. Karel, the new leader of the Vulgus. His dark ambitions are driving both worlds to the brink of collapse. We must fight back. With the ancestors' power bestowed upon us. Descendant, can you hear me? I've been waiting for you.
There has to be another way.
No. This is our only chance. We have to strike now.
Okay, cover me.
Glad I could help.
Descendant. I can't confirm your location. If you're all right, try to move around.
No major injuries, Alpha.
Good. I picked up the seed signal. Now I'll guide you to the meeting point.
Reload weapons. Why now? Found the executioner. It's looking right at me.
Oh no. Its energy response is increasing. Viessa, run! Viessa, what's going on? Viessa, answer me!
I'm not sure, but I'm underground. It looks like an old cave. I'm going in.
The Vulgus will be lurking in the area. Watch out.
They blew up the bridge.
Any injured? There's only one way out. Check the area, then get back up to higher ground.
Why now? Looks like the place could collapse at any moment. Any signs of an ambush?
Not in the immediate vicinity, but you'll have to be careful once you get out of there. The target is coming your way. Watch out.
It's so annoying. Reload weapons. Why now?
Target signal locked. Be ready. You'll run into it soon. You're all alone out here, but the Executioner was injured in the previous battle, so it's an opportune time to strike.
Don't you think we meet too often? It's my turn. Don't you think we meet too often? It's so annoying. Don't you think we meet too often? Don't you think we meet too often? AJ's glare hurts me.
Get out of there now. It's Kirill's fleet. Emergency transition. Now.
I'm glad you made it out safely. I'm at headquarters right now. Meet me there. It's been too long since we've been face to face.
I just changed shift. Is there a problem?
I'm only gonna brief you on the operation this one. Corell and the Legion of Darkness haven't been seen for a while, and there were rumors that he was dead. But it turns out he's alive and well. Pity. We've had intel he's hiding in Kingston. Our plan was to increase the number of human settlements starting there. But now that Corell is sniffing around, we might have trouble achieving that. Our priority now is to figure out what Corell is up to. Lieutenant Chalet from Kingston is already conducting an investigation. You're being sent there to help. Make your preparations in Albion and come back to me when you're set. Are you ready to go to Kingston? I don't know if you've met Lieutenant Chalet before. He's the captain of the Kingston Dispatch, and an excellent commander. His dispatch team are perhaps the bravest soldiers of Albion. Braver even than Descendants in some ways. Go to Kingston and meet Chalet. He'll tell you more about the mission. It's a swamp of an operation. A swamp.
You are finally here, Descendant. I've been waiting a long time for you. Look at this place. The Descendants who came before were the ones who built it. They risked their lives to build camps like this one across the continent and shed light upon the darkness. That was a long time ago. The darkness will always find its way home. Lend me your power, and I will aid you in your fight to banish the darkness once and for all.
Descendant! It's good to see you. That machine is in need of repair. Bogus troops have still not vacated the area nearby. So please, come with me. We're no match for it, so we need the Descendants' help. Greetings, Descendant. I'm Lieutenant Chalet, commander of the Kingston Dispatch. At the request of the Sages, we're looking for an unusual energy source in this area. We haven't identified it yet, but something is emitting a unique wavelength, different from the energies of the Vulgus or Colossus. We thought that it was coming from somewhere near the Kingston underground area, but it recently disappeared. Corell's fleet appeared around the same time. We don't think that's just coincidence. There must be a connection. We'd know more if the detectors were intact, but they were all destroyed by the enemy. So, first step. I'd like your help retrieving those destroyed detectors so we can recover the data. Kingston will be the new The previous detectors we installed nearby have all been destroyed. It's risky, but I need you to retrieve those broken detectors. This is completely trashed. First data set retrieved. Seems corrupted.
Reload weapon.
Keep going. Head inside the building. There's another detector near the statue.
Why now? Reload weapon.
Second Data set retrieved.
Why now? So annoying.
Data saved.
Reload weapon.
All data retrieved. Good job we recovered them before any information was leaked.
Descendant, can you hear me? Temporarily hacking the Aceive's signal, so this conversation won't be heard or recorded by anyone else. I should probably introduce myself first, but we can get to that later. For now, just call me your guider. We don't have much time. Let me lead the way so you don't get lost.
Descendant, everything okay? I think we lost connection. Descendant, can you take on another mission? We have to install some new detectors that arrived from Albion. The new model has a wider detection range. Install it somewhere high up to optimize its surveillance potential.
Just remember, the higher you are, the more likely it is you'll be noticed. So you better watch out.
Reload weapon. Why now?
The enemy. Be careful beneath the bridge.
Stay frosty. Reload weapon.
Install a second detector here.
It seems the Vulgus have taken over the dwelling of the aristocrat from the old kingdom.
So annoying.
Wait, Descendant. The regulator in the new device isn't working. Great. It wasn't a major breakdown.
Stay frosty. Reload weapon. So annoying.
Descendant, we're trying to activate the dispatch detection device.
Freeze me.
The Vulcans are sending troops en masse
Why
towards our
now?
location. Guard and protect the detection devices. They're retreating. Great work,
Reload weapon.
Descendant. We need to keep the Vulcans away while the detectors are
Stay
activated.
frosty.
Our best chance is to divert their attention. So I need you to attack them. Keep them distracted for a while.
This is the first time we've visited this camp. Let's have a closer look. Enemies discovered in the surrounding ruins. It looks like the Vulgus have detected us.
Search for information inside the bookstore building.
Stay frosty. Why now?
A dimension gate. The Vulgus must have a temporary camp nearby. We could use this to attack their camp.
Multiple enemies spotted. Defeat each group before they can complete their siege. things you may not have noticed. The sages analyze all the information and synthesize their findings into the most optimal conclusion. It was called a revelation by the earlier descendants, for it goes beyond human comprehension. I bear similar powers to them. While you continue with your daily missions, I analyze the information received from the Asive.
Descendant, I'm in urgent need of backup. Where are you? We need more time to activate the detectors, but the Vulgus are onto us. They're sending an army, and I need you to stop them. Descendant, the Vulgus troops are responding too quickly. The team members try to stop them, but they suffer too much damage. We need support. Hurry and activate the controller. This isn't good. I can't receive any observed information. It looks like the devices were damaged during the battle.
Stay frosty. Reload weapon.
This one's fine. That means there's a problem with the antenna. The antenna is bent. Can you repair it? Good. The antenna is now operational. But there's also a pair on the other side. We must check those too.
It bothers me that the enemies are somewhat ahead.
It's damaged. Fix it with the Asive. Antenna looks fine. Now, reactivate the controller. It works, Descendant. Good job.
Multiple enemies in the area. There are wave after wave of them. Must be a commander nearby giving them orders. Find and eliminate their leader. It's finally over. I'll request the squad to take care of the rest. After teleportation, a specific void energy wave remains in the body for some time. But I couldn't detect that in any of the Vulgus we met on this mission. Which means they did not teleport. There must be a Vulgus base nearby. Let's explore the area around the Shadow Mountains. This mission wasn't part of the plan, so there's no assigned handler. I'll be in charge of that.
Why now?
The Shadow Mountains have long been suspected of being a Vulgus base. Normally the surveillance would make it difficult for us to break in. But now most of the Vulgus troops are over at Artists Avenue. I knew there would be a hideout here. Is that an anchor?
Stay frosty.
The Legion of Immortality is starting to replace the Magisters and the Vulgus.
So annoying.
They minimalized the black mana collecting devices. That's the black mana regenerator. It would be best to destroy it, but we're running out of time. Lock the valve. Without the black mana supplied by that regenerator, they won't be able to stay in this hideout for a while. There's a terminal over there. The information gathered is insufficient for my analysis. But the sages will be able to figure things out.
Thank you for your hard work, Descendant. Your efforts made this mission go a lot smoother than expected. However, I compared it with the location where the energy source was found. Unfortunately, it wasn't from this place.
We still got rid of their base. Let's see what their next move is. For now, return to Albion. It's time to hand over the information stored in the Asive to the sages. The Vulgus must be furious. It would be a good idea to rest for a while.
You want me to execute a mission based on uncertain information?
That uncertainty is exactly why we need reconnaissance. I understand the risk we're taking, but we cannot waste time waiting for a secure situation. It's crucial that we act now. Anyway, aren't Descendants supposed to take chances before anyone else does?
Are you out of your mind? The Descendants are risking their lives for us, for Albion. And you're saying we should gamble with their lives.
This way, Descendant. I often feel overwhelmed whenever I see this view. To know that what I can see from up here is all that's left of humanity. This city, Albion, is humanity's last hope. Countless Descendants have shed blood to protect the sanctity of this great place. Despite their efforts, humanity is still at risk of extinction. And you are the only chance we have.
Of an operation, a swamp.
Where did you go? The sages believe there must be another secret base, aside from the hideout in the Shadow Mountains. Lieutenant Chalet and the dispatch are searching the area right now. If they find something, you'd have to take action. The problem, as you know, is the appearance of the Legion of Darkness. It could be dangerous if they concentrated their army there. For now, head to Kingston. Lieutenant Chalet is asking for you. Maybe something went wrong.
You've arrived. We lost contact with squad members looking for traces of the energy source. We thought this area would be safe since we're a long way from Volga's territory. They must have deviated from their usual pattern. There's no time to explain. Connect to the mission beacon. Descendants, thank you for coming. It's been 12 hours since we lost contact with the squad. They're still alive. They'll be hiding at the meeting point. Bring them back safely. There's no trace of the squad. They'll not make it up here. The detectors aren't perfect. There's still places only human eyes can see. Headquarters have been tracking the Vulgus based on the information obtained by you.
When the Dark Age ended, the Vulgus developed a technology to detect Archy patterns. Just like we detect Vulgus, they detect Descendants. But they're not good at detecting normal humans.
Those vile creatures were trying to take him. Turn him into a war slave.
Stay
Damn
frosty!
corpses. The patrol unit members always joke about how dying
Why
is
now?
better than going missing in action.
Stay frosty! Reload weapon.
But those brave men still stand up. Fight.
There's one remaining member who lost contact. Continue your search, Descendant.
There were people like that.
Why now?
Brave men who couldn't fight like Descendants, but who learned to conceal and hide themselves, who infiltrated deep into the Vulgus camps to obtain valuable information.
Found him. Descendant, go check on him.
He's already dead. I'm sorry.
They were such brave soldiers. I should contact their families.
Headquarters will take care of that. Damn it. So many lives taken from us.
I suppose we should be grateful for small mercies. At least no one seems to have been taken hostage.
Did we at least learn something? Recover any info?
We arrange hiding places for times like these when we can't transmit information wirelessly. They would have saved a hard copy and stowed it there.
All right. It's worth a shot. We owe them for their bravery. The least we can do is get that information back into the right hands. Are you ready, Descendant? Please go and retrieve the information. I don't want any more deaths, so be careful.
I'll send over the location of the rendezvous point. There's a high chance the Vulgus will be guarding the area. Good luck. Once you retrieve the information hidden by the patrol unit, we should know what the Vulgus are up to.
Stay frosty!
They just keep on coming. Almost as if they knew we were going to shoot. Vulgus are closing in, surrounding the structure. Defeat the enemies and secure the area.
Look under the box.
An an old code system. The sacrifice of the team members and the primitive reporting procedure nullified the Vulgus' surveillance. Deciphering the patrol report. It seems to be information about an unknown place. Coordinates are missing.
Thank you for your hard work, Descendant. The squad's deaths will not be in vain.
Your orders will be outbound. The Vulgus are and they're coming this way.
Why now?
I decoded the second report and found the missing coordinates. The coordinates point toward a cave on the eastern borders of
Why now?
east of Kingston. Earlier descendants called it the Shelter of Light. The apocalypse changed all of Ingress drastically. That was when the cave was formed. The cave made it easier to access the abundant resources under the mountains. But it collapsed during the battle with the Colossus and caused many casualties. Who would have imagined that all this time, while humans have been living in Albion, the Vulgus have been using this cave for themselves?
I analyzed the information you sent me. The sages revealed that the coordinates mark the entrance to the Shelter of Light. Descendant, are you ready to strike? It's time to avenge your comrades. Wipe out all the Vulgus in the Shelter of Light.
Wait. Check over there. These are the remains of the dead. Please retrieve them.
The Vulgus opened the entrance to the cave again. The entire area must have collapsed after the rampage of the Colossus.
The camp
Why
is big.
now?
There's bound to be a dimension gate connected to the Vulgus fortress. Think you can find it?
So annoying.
Descendant, I can't reach you from the control tower. The sea will also lose connection for a while. Please, return safely.
Don't worry too much. I'll be here to support you. Please proceed.
Welcome, a fool who dares to enter the depths of the abyss. Do not be surprised. When you stare into the abyss, it is natural that the abyss stares back at you.
Don't worry about that. Our location has not been exposed yet. It's a control device. And it's connected to another device. Let's take a look. I identified two devices connected to each other. Let's defeat these enemies, and then we can take a closer look. I've never seen anything like this before. I'll have to look into the rest. It looks like something was dug up. Some kind of fragment, perhaps. This is definitely it.
The ruler is already with us. Soon darkness will come in the world. A valiant and a fool. There is no need to fear. Step into the darkness before the others do.
I should put something around myself.
The ruler is already with us.
The dimension gate has stopped working. I think they're protecting the location of their main base.
The real problem is the black mana that's leaking out of it. Normal people die instantly if they inhale black mana, and it's not exactly a health potion to descendants.
We'll stop surveillance around that area for the time being.
I showed the sages the images of the fragments found by the Descendant. No news yet. We're still investigating what it is. But it doesn't look like something made in Albion.
We'd better ask the Magisters then. Descendant, return to Albion and deliver the fragment to Gazania the Magister. And we'll deliver the knowledge that we've obtained so far.
Just say the word. It's been a while. It's good to see you again. Give me what you've brought, child. Yes, I wasn't too sure when I saw the image, but this is definitely a fragment of what we call an iron box. An iron box is a box specifically made to store powerful artifacts, the ones that are powerful enough to be dangerous. I think this iron box cracked for some reason, and the energy waves of the artifact inside were exposed. I'm not sure what was inside, but if it fell into Corell's hands, he must be up to something horrible. You must stop him at any cost. The rest is in the hands of the Descendants. Go on and deliver my message to Alpha.
The Vulgus reopened the ruins of the Shelter of Light to create their own camp. And the fragment you found over at the Shelter of Light was in fact part of a crate used to store a powerful relic. I'm assuming that's why Karel suddenly showed up at Kingston. Nell will shortly head towards the Sage's Tower to hear their revelations. Hopefully we'll find out more. Until then, try to relax and make the most of some free time.
Karel. The Heart of Iron is a dangerous artifact. It will destroy the barriers and summon the Colossus into the...
The ruler is the only one we should be afraid of. Answer me, Amon. Do you not wish to complete the summoning?
When the ruler arrives, we will reach perfection.
Remember, Amon, when we usher in the new era of their terror, our work here will be complete. When the summoning is complete, this world will know only fear and suffering.
Did you hear? The Vulgus sent an army towards the Albany Mountains. The dispatch team stationed at Albany were overwhelmed. They lost many men and were forced to retreat. If we don't stop them, the defense line at Albany will fall apart, and the Vulgus will build fortresses on Albion's doorstep. HQ planned to dispatch descendants to the Albany Mountains to rebuild the bridgehead. Before you go, Nell wants to talk to you. Go and see her.
Welcome, Descendant. The Sages think there's an ulterior motive behind this attack. They suspect the Vulgus are looking for a relic hidden somewhere in the mountains. Head towards the Albany Mountains, while the other Descendants secure the bridgehead. Your mission is to gather as much information about the relic as you can, and find it before the Vulgus. Sure you listen well.
The Vulgus army is scattered along the Mountain Creek and Vespers.
That means I'm at the Albany
All the
Mountains,
detectors
right?
and camps we set up from Albion have been damaged, so it's impossible to know what the current situation is up in the mountain. First off, we need to repair the broken surveillance network. There are 2 destroyed detectors to restore. Go! There's no time to wait.
The Vulgus just won't leave you alone, will they?
Surveillance network restored. But keep your eyes peeled. We've detected Vulgus movement nearby.
Sentinel, this
so
mission is going
annoying.
to be tougher than we thought. Be careful.
Seems like you outsmarted
So
them.
annoying!
Now secure the Highlands and repair the detectors. All detectors have been restored. I'll find you a route out with the least number of Vulgus. Christ, those bastards look like a horde of cockroaches. Hurry up and get out of there. It appears there's another detector to restore. Can I leave that to you? Disturbing the enemy's surveillance while maintaining ours. That's the basic tactic.
Enemy approaching. Finish them off, then head for the detector.
Reactivation confirmed. I'm checking enemy location now. Enemy movement spotted at the next checkpoint. You're gonna have to fight through them.
Descendant, you should take a little detour.
All signals restored. Now we can restation the dispatch team. It looks like the entrance is clear. They were weaker than I was expecting, which probably means that the bulk of their forces are focused towards Vespers. I'm afraid there will be tougher battles to come. This is the start of their main line of defense. Trouble is, the radio interference is making it impossible for us to maintain connection. Find whatever jamming device they're using, and destroy it. Crap! It's the Vulgus. Already blocking our target codes.
Sense of the source of the interference nearby. Wavelength jammer found. Destroy it. Two more sources of interference detected. Second jamming device found. Disable it. Enemies have surrounded the area. Location of the final jammer acquired.
Pain in the neck.
Let's go. Wavelength jammer found. Destroy it, and comms with Alpha should come back online.
Good to be back. The network over at Vespers has been restored. It won't be long until we take down their central defense unit. So, let's finish off any enemies in the vicinity. The dispatch team set up a detector nearby, but we've spotted Vulgus approaching its location. We must secure it at all costs.
Descendant, the detector is transmitting information, but it is surrounded by enemy troops that will soon be deactivated.
This is a real pain in the neck.
We must secure that detector. We need it working. Detector activation confirmed. But don't let your guard down. There are enemy units still roaming.
Good work, Descendant. The detection device is now safe. To keep you updated, we've dispatched a team of workers to set up a defense wall at the foot of the Albany Mountains. The enemies near Vespers have retreated temporarily, but they'll be back soon. Descendant, don't forget about your main mission. You need to find that relic. We detected Vulgus movement near the Hill of Miracle. Go and see what information you can find out. Descendant, I'll be taking over from here. Alpha's channel could be compromised. There's a chance the line is wiretapped. Alpha will focus on securing the bridgehead, and we'll go after the relic.
Relics date from the time of the architects of Ingress. Items that were left behind from the old days. Some of these relics are highly dangerous. According to Magister Ksenia, the architects stored the most dangerous items in iron boxes.
So annoying!
New information received. Comms remain compromised. There is another recording device connected to our system. Be alert. 2 sensors detected. Designed to monitor intruders. Enemies incoming. Wipe them out.
Right. Once you destroy that remaining sensor, it'll be harder for the Vulgus to
Collect whatever remaining information you can while their tracking is disabled. Security cleared. Now that everything's been collected, let's leave the area.
Descendant, we must acquire as much information as possible on the relic before the Vulgus restore their surveillance. Currently, we have the location coordinates for 2 of their recording devices. Hack into those devices and gather the intel.
Out?
Time is short. The Vulgus will soon finish repairing their surveillance system. Descendant, the Vulgus recording device is nearby. Clearing security. Transferring the Vulgus information.
The Vulgus have
This is a real
reactivated
pain
their
in the neck.
surveillance detector. Try to buy us some more time.
Descendant, our presence has been detected. Get the information and get out of there. Now. Information received. Data analysis initiated.
Detection has been spotted. They're closing in on you. Escape immediately with the information you've acquired so far.
Descendant, watch out.
There's no point in hiding. We see right through you. Wait, I shall take away your last breath.
I'm already out?
If you think you can escape, Commander Corell has already caught you in his hands. Your useless resistance stops here.
There's the sensor Alderuk's been controlling. Destroy it.
Descendant, we're ready to analyze the information you've collected so far. Return to Albion and head towards the Sage's tower. Once you've delivered the data to Seneca, he'll begin his analysis. Although we don't know how long it's going to take.
So these are the data you picked up recently. I shall hurry and start analyzing them. What we call the relic is known as the Heart of Iron among the Vulgus. The Heart of Iron is a pure energy source that holds extremely powerful energy. Vulgus records show that its power is capable of destroying an entire universe. Alas, unstable materials such as this are unable to pass through the walls of dimension. Chances are high that they might bring mass destruction. So far, that's about everything I can analyze. There are still many things unknown about the Heart of Iron. Please bring back more information.
Moving toward the Albany Mountains.
I see a
Judging
river.
from Seneca's
That
analysis,
means I'm at the Albany
we're confident
Mountains,
they're
right?
carrying the Heart of Iron with them. And Descendant, that's not our only concern. There was a short but strong energy signal detected by the dispatch team. Then, nothing. We've lost track of the Heart of Iron. The last known coordinates located at the Cemetery of the Nameless, southeast from Vespers. Please, find it. Our goal is to get our hands on the Heart of Iron before the Vulgus do. The Heart of Iron is currently located at the... According to the Sages, there's a chance that the Vulgus might use the Heart of Iron to craft a weapon. If they succeed, it could cause this world to collapse. There will be no coming back. We must stop that from happening, whatever it takes.
The Vulgus are starting to interfere. We're not the only ones trying to retrieve the Heart of Iron. We cannot fail. Analyzing the wavelength of the Heart of Iron's energy. In the meantime, you should take care of those enemies.
Descendant, can you hear me? You're starting to lose signal. Hurry up and finish.
The Assieve signal has been lost. Don't worry. I'll guide you. Now hacking the Vulgus terminal. Analyzing the contents. The Heart of Iron is located north of here. Let's hurry. Descendant, this way. The Heart of Iron was just here. They must have moved it after spotting us. Sensing the wavelength of its energy.
Already out?
It's moving away from us. We need to hurry and follow it. We cannot afford to slow down. Kill the dangerous ones and move on. My apologies, Descendant. The energy signal of the Heart of Iron is lost. We must find another way.
We've spotted the Vulgus transporting the Heart of Iron towards the west. There is a dimension gate connected to Old Gravewalker nearby. You must hurry.
Descendant, there's a camp being set up
Great.
nearby.
Let's
You'll find a
take a quick
detector
tour,
there that'll
shall
tell you
we?
the whereabouts of the Vulgus transportation fleet. A horde of Vulgus troops are headed towards the camp. Secure the site. Then continue tracking down the Heart of Iron. Yes, you arrived before they did. Secure the detector.
Acquiring information from the detector. Enemy forces identified nearby. Even if Corell's fleet arrives, they won't attack immediately, like they did back in Kingston. Instead, they'll send a troop to transport the Heart of Iron to the fleet. It should buy us some time. Descendants.
This is a real
There's
pain
a
in the neck.
Vulgus control device nearby. Use it to discover the location of their transportation fleet. It looks like they set a passcode on it. The code can only be overridden by Vulgus pilots. You must take down several enemy troops to acquire this. Location analyzed. Bad news. It shows a vast number of troops. Go back to camp before you move on. Just to be on the safe side.
We're picking up unidentified signals from within the Vulgus region. But there are If there are survivors, we must rescue them at all costs. The signals come close to where you are. Be sure to check.
Seems a bit
So
suspicious to me.
annoying.
Don't you think it could be a trap?
That must be the device that sent out the signal. It's completely broken. There's no way that our men would have destroyed it. Investigate the area. Hurry.
This is obviously a trap.
So
You have to
annoying.
get out of there now.
And what if it's one of the dispatch team members? The Vulgus are probably on them by now. It's our responsibility to save them. A dispatch team backpack, but no corpse. Looks like they've been taken. Why? There's the rescue signal again. It must be coming from the relief pod.
No way. That signal is a trap set up by the Vulgus. And even if it's not, we have to focus on tracking down the Heart of Iron. We have to ignore the signal and push on.
What? We owe so much to the dispatch team. How can you just leave them to be sacrificed to those monsters?
I don't care what you think, Alpha. I do care about the fact that the Heart of Iron is moving further away from the Descendant as we speak. Why don't you just send someone who's close by? A patrol or a rescue team. Let them deal with it.
Who's capable of fighting the Vulgus? You know the dispatch teams can't do it.
Ah, fine. But the Descendant is only responsible for fighting off the Vulgus and securing the rescue route. The transportation of any casualties will be the responsibility of the dispatch team.
Agreed. That's a fair compromise.
This is strictly limited to securing the passage, assuming that there are actual survivors.
The location of the rescue signal is coming from the collapsed mansion. Be careful.
Time is limited. We must hurry. I'll assist.
Oh, hell.
I'm
Look,
already out?
there's an injured soldier.
Soldier still breathing. Focus on protecting him.
Once you finish securing the rescue route, you must return to tracking down the Heart of Iron as soon as possible.
Not so fast. There are sensors nearby. Distraction complete.
So
I
annoying.
hope that teaches them a lesson.
Impressive work. Help is on the way, so don't worry about the injured soldier. We'll be looked after.
Who do you think is putting Descendants in more danger? Alpha or me?
Team members detector received. Retrieving all patrol information.
You picked up new patrol info. This could come in handy.
The dispatch team will be responsible for the transportation of the injured soldier. A lucky lad indeed. He'll probably have to spend most of his time in the interrogation room to check he wasn't brainwashed. But even so, that's only possible when you're still alive.
Based on the information the team member collected, we were able to find out the formations of the Vulgus troops. I'm not sure if they're still over there, but it's worth searching for. A Vulgus army is stationed nearby. We'll check the whereabouts of the Heart of Iron once we get there.
Another passcode. You know what to do. Take down the Vulgus and acquire their biometrics. Hack instigated. Defeat any incoming enemies while analysis is underway. Level of security suggests this is no ordinary device. There's a separate device connected to the control device. You'll be able to see the full details there. Information analysis complete. The Vulgus are moving the Heart of Iron toward the destroyed sanctuary. The transportation fleet seems to be heading the same way.
Descendant, according to the Master, energy emitted by the Heart of Iron is so strong it could be harmful. They've sent out a device that can neutralize the energy. It's been delivered to the weapon shop. Return to Albion now and go see Deslin. He'll give you more details when you see him.
You're here. I don't know what I'm dealing with here, but apparently the Magisters handed me this strange thing. It looked like a new wave jamming module that you could attach to your Asif. Hand over your Asif first. I'll attach it for you. I won't take long. It's not that hard to do. From what I see, it looks like it neutralizes a certain wavelength. I would be happy to open it up and find out, but you must be in a hurry. Hold on. Hurry with your mission before Nell comes barging in here. If there's time, it'll be nice if you drop by later.
Deslin took care of that faster than I expected. There are suspicious Vulgus movements near the Forest of Life. We're assuming that they're carrying the Heart of Iron. You need to log into the mission beacon. I'll send the details. We've received information about the suspicious army unit movements in the Forest of Life. We need to work out if they're transporting the Heart of Iron. Use the Vulgus Dimension Gate connected to the Tree of Life.
It's nice and quiet here. Except for the presence of the Vulgus.
Secure the device first. Judging from how wet everything is, they must be up to something. These were used to pump and supply water to the lake that's drying out. It's been a while since they stopped working. Good job. Once we take back all of Albion, send over workers to restore everything.
So annoying! Collect the biometrics while I acquire any stored information. We stopped the Vulgus from permanently damaging the groundwater supply system. Retrieving a lot of enemy information. Stand by. Hacking complete. The Vulgus soldiers who went past this area were carrying the Heart of Iron. Their destination is obvious. Descendant, you're almost there. The Asif is reacting. We must be on the right track.
Those assholes have destroyed more of our equipment. They're trying to slow us down. But with our upgraded Asifs, they can't really stop us. Still, we don't know what they'll come up with next, so we can't afford to lose track of them under any...
A tank filled with black mana. So we can Don't worry. Unrefined black mana dissolves into the air. Go ahead and destroy it. It's a Vulgus supply chest. We're on the right track. Vulgus.
I'm already out?
It looks like you're gonna have to do your thing again.
According to the Asif, the Heart of Iron was taken to the destroyed sanctuary. It's dangerous to head towards the destroyed sanctuary without first securing the area. Let's make sure nothing's left. Take over the area and make sure it's safe.
Look at that fallen tree. There were many trees like this before the apocalypse. It's hard to find one to take that fate. This road leads to the Tree of Life. It's the only living organism of Ingress that survived the attack of the Colossus. Everyone thought the tree was dead, but after 100 years, it's now starting to spread new again. They just keep coming for you, don't they? It's like you're famous. There's a Vulgus control device nearby. Destroy it, and the surrounding Vulgus units won't be a threat anymore.
We've cleared up the area. Proceed with tracking down the Heart of Iron. Descendants, we're picking up the Heart of Iron signal. As expected, it's moving towards the destroyed sanctuary. Head towards the destroyed sanctuary now.
Well, Descendant. Oh, is it all right if I call you Descendant? I'm Claudia, the monstrous pest, Master Arculus's sweet little angel. The ultimate weapon created by the Order of Truth, and so on. That's enough introduction for now. Anyways, behind me are two huge tanks filled with poison. Starting now, I'm going to insert this massive amount of poison into the Tree of Life. You know, that big tree you humans are so fond of? I wonder what might happen then. Oh, and by the way, this isn't a threat. I'm really going to do it. I really am. To be honest, I'm already doing it.
Descendant, go and kill that crazy bastard. That gross insect thing is holding the Tree of Life hostage. We cannot let the Tree of Life die out. Eliminate the bug and destroy its poison injector.
Ooh, looks like your tree was thirsty, eh? Hurry before it's too late.
Detector activation confirmed. Secure the device and find the location of the poison injector.
Aren't you curious to see how the tree will change the forest? Once it's filled with poison? Don't you? They rub my punch around it as long as it gets rotten.
The poison injectors are still working. Destroy them.
It appears the Vulgus didn't take kindly to you eliminating that bug, Claudia. You're completely surrounded.
One down. One to go. Come on. Second injector destroyed. Well done, Descendant. I don't see any more threats. It's time to take the Heart of Iron.
Vesper's camp it is.
Finally, we're right in front of the destroyed sanctuary. Corell's fleet has reached the skies over the Albany Mountains. The Heart of Iron is still at the destroyed sanctuary. They're adding more troops to ensure safe transportation. Descendant, you need to eliminate the Vulgus camp located in the destroyed sanctuary and take the Heart of Iron. The destroyed sanctuary has been Vulgus territory for a long time. No dispatch team has ever managed to get in. So we don't know what we're letting ourselves in for. But we have to retrieve the Heart of Iron, no matter what.
Impossible to transport the Heart of Iron through the Dimension Gate. Not even the Vulgus can do it. Hurry. Take them off our transportation to arrive. What the Vulgus intend to do with the Heart of Iron? We have not understood. They keep coming through the Dimension Gate. We mustn't give them any time.
Good. Keep going. The success of this mission is in your hands.
The Heart of Iron is only a tiny part of human history. It's stronger. One realm of multiple Heart of Iron. When one is powerful enough.
Oh no. It looks like the Vulgus is jamming the radio.
Exciting!
Vulgus are pumping up black mana from underground using stone statues. Let's stop that first. Success. We stopped the statues. And damage. Entering the center of the sanctuary, I can sense the Heart of Iron. Be careful. The one guarding the heart won't be any ordinary enemy.
What happened to the Heart of Iron?
Get with it.
They can't kill a single descendant without enough. They shall fall faster, slaughter than extermination. That's how I wipe out every little weakling of this invasion.
The Heart of Iron is over there. Inside the altar.
Descendant, Corell's ship is occupying the skies near the destroyed sanctuary. Retrieve the Heart of Iron and escape.
The Legion of Darkness has arrived. You're too late. The Heart of Iron belongs to the ruler. Those who are not worthy will never be able to retrieve it.
We cannot let the Heart of Iron fall into Karel's hands. Descendant, get out of here! No! Trust me.
Descendant, drop by the headquarters.
It's unfortunate that we couldn't retrieve the Heart of Iron, but at least we stopped the Vulgus from getting their hands on it. I guess it's a half-hearted success. It's said that the Heart of Iron is a relic made by the architects and stored in Albion, way before the Vulgus ever landed on Ingress. If that's true, there might be records of it in the history of humans. The sages are going through every book in the library. It's gonna take a while.
Have you heard of an organization called the Dark Knight? Before the apocalypse around 150 years ago, Kingston used to be the capital of the Grania Kingdom. Records show that the Dark Knight was a group of violent rebels. Eventually, they were subjugated by the Royal Guards. But the problem is, in a record written by the Royal Guards, at the time of the subjugation. According to the record, when the Royal Guards attacked the Forest of the Dead, the base of the Dark Knight, the leader and a small number of members took some treasure of Dark Knight and fled to the Red Desert. It turns out that the name of the treasure is the Heart of Iron. Moreover, it's been said that the members of the Dark Knight called their leader the Descendant. I couldn't find any records of why they headed towards the desert, carrying the Heart of Iron. But my guess is that there is a high chance of the Heart of Iron still being hidden somewhere in the Red Desert. The Vulgus are probably unaware of the Dark Knight. This time, we must acquire the Heart of Iron before them. Go to the Red Desert and look for traces of the Dark Knight and the Heart of Iron.
3 years. We fought fiercely to try and secure the first anchor stone that was located here. But we were defeated. Many comrades were killed, and the Red Desert fell into the hands of the Vulgus. If we can take back the Heart of Iron, we'll be honoring our fallen heroes, and their deaths won't have been in vain.
Our mission is to investigate the Red Desert for any traces of the Heart of Iron. It's said to have been stolen by Dark Knight. We must find it before the Vulgus. Magister Ksenia and the Sages are investigating possible locations for the Heart of Iron. Due to their hearing
Exciting!
Descendant. Sensors detected up ahead. Let's destroy them to neutralize their guard.
Enemy troops are swarming in again. Defend the area. Descendant. Workers and excavation teams are heading to the Red Desert to search for clues about the Heart of Iron. Please secure the entry route so that they can get there safely.
To achieve this, you must pass unseen, unnoticed. Let's destroy their surveillance. our Legion of Immortality dotted around too. I suspect Pharrell. We cannot let him take it. We must retrieve it before he does. Destroying that device will completely neutralize their guard.
Descendant, workers are seeking a location to set up a camping car. It's a little outdated, but we have an old antenna nearby. You should be able to use it to send out the workers to location. Antenna location confirmed. Sending information.
Nice of you to carry it so that the workers can get through safely.
Most of the enemies are eliminated. Good work, Descendant. We can now dispatch the workers and excavation teams to start their exploration. North of the Barren Lands, the Village of the Sun was the biggest settlement in this desert. Unless the members of Dark Knight all died in hiding, there must have been some kind of connection with that place. Perhaps they went to the Village of the Sun. There might be some record of them. If there is any evidence of their presence, we need to find it. But bear in mind, there will be plenty of Vulgus troops stationed at the Village of the Sun. In order to thoroughly investigate, we'll need to get rid of them. First, take out the Vulgus troops, then look around for places that might hold the info we need. They really can't leave you alone, can they?
People used to live here before the apocalypse. A lot of people passed through this place, so there might be some information about the Dark Knight. These books look like they're from the Grania Kingdom. We should probably take them ahead.
We can't fight head-to-head. There's no room. We should lure them out of the building.
More books. These will be a good. We should look around for others. Why don't you check inside the building? You might find more books. There are more here. Excellent. You seem to have found everything useful. Let's take these books to headquarters.
Oh, shit. The enemy's closing in. You need to hurry. We can't let them take the information you gathered.
I think it's been tracking you.
There's a request from Magister Ksenia. She wants you to collect some biomodules from the Legion of Immortality soldiers.
Now that we've destroyed the sensors, it's time to action Ksenia's request.
Collect biomodules from the Legion of Immortality and put them in the harvester. Ksenia will analyze how they ended up here. Looks like everything's been taken care of. Once the harvester returns, I'll check the delivery and explain your next mission. I've sent the items from the village to the excavation workers, and the harvest device is with Magister Ksenia. They will explain the rest.
I've received the item you sent over, dear child. The Legion of Immortality is somewhat like an old friend to the Magisters. It was nice to talk to them after so long. Their brains told me that the commander, Karel, is asking for cooperation among the other legions to find the Heart of Iron. Do you realize what this means? You will not only encounter the Legion of Darkness from now on, but also the Legion of Immortality and the Order of Truth. Anyways, the Legion of Immortality stationed over at the Red Desert is using the Sand Mountain camp as their base. Go over and take a look. Now then, I shall continue the conversation with my old friends. I'll let you know if they tell me anything interesting.
Descendant, this is Reyna from the excavation team. I brought good news. Among the pile of books you sent over, there was a record seemingly written by the royal guards of the Grania Kingdom. There's a passage that goes like this. The Descendant offered the Heart of the Iron at the Desert Altar. We're trying to find more information on the Desert Altar. I'll call you again when we find something more.
Descendant, this mission is to intercept information about the Heart of Iron from the Legion of Immortality. Once we have that intelligence, we might discover why Karel's ship took the Heart of Iron from the Albany Mountains. The Order of Truth set up the Pillar of Prophecy in the Sand Mountains. Vulgus use it to transmit important info. It should hold information about the Heart of Iron. You need to steal that data.
Descendant, enemy troops are coming for you from the inside.
Descendant, the signal is being interrupted. You need to complete the mission.
The locusts are in. Be careful. There are enemies taking cover. Descendant, there's a black mana supply machine in there. Deactivating the machine will cut off energy to the enemies. Need a code to deactivate the machine. Let's get some biometrics to help us out. I tampered with the machine's control circuit. It might take them some time to fix it. They're heavily guarding the Pillar of Prophecy to stop us from getting information about the Heart of Iron. Let's purloin the information they're so desperate to secure. There's a lot of information. I need more time to hide. Please keep the enemies away. Tracking complete. Destroy the wavelength damage to report back to the
Radio is finally on again. If you have the information, hurry up and get out of there. Descendant, keep the information all stored in the Asive. Send the data to the Sage's Tower. I hope we can finally get to the bottom of what the Vulgus are up to.
Welcome, Descendant. This must be the data you received from the Pillar of Prophecy. I will start analyzing straight away. Commander Carroll seeks to reach out to the ruler of Vulgus that is dwelling amongst the void and summon it to Ingress. He plans on creating a giant crack on the walls of dimension, using multiple Heart of Irons. If that happens, the Colossus in the void will show up as well. A second apocalypse awaits us. And although it's not regarding the Heart of Iron, there's some information you should know. I'll send it over to Alpha. If you wish to know more about the ruler of Vulgus, go see Magister Xenia.
The ruler, you say? It's been a long time since I last heard that name. When I was born in Quapoth, it was already the ruler. We all served it, both Vulgus and Magisters. The ruler was smarter than any other mechanic, and was stronger than any other warrior. The ruler was special. No, it was beyond special. It felt otherworldly, like a god. But even the ruler could not save Quapoth from the attack of the Colossus. We made a giant arc to escape from Quapoth. We went past the void and headed towards Ingress. While passing the void, the Colossus was attacked again. We were able to arrive in this world at a very high price. However, when we finally arrived, our ruler was nowhere to be seen inside the Ark. The ruler had been thrown into the void during the battle, along with some parts of the Ark.
I was just about to take a look at the information the Sage sent over. Will you join me? Transporting supplies from the Legion of Immortality to the Order of Truth. The transported materials were 5 corpses for development. Recorded near the first Anchor Stone around 3 years ago. The Anchor Stone, 3 years back. And a note stating that they bear artifactors. These bastards have been trading the bodies of our dead comrades. Descendant, go back to the Red Desert immediately. If you come across something that looks like a lab, you know what to do.
Descendant, let's drive out the enemy as much as possible before we enter the first Anchor Stone. The first Anchor Stone stopped operating 3 years ago thanks to Helldivers, but is now operational again. I think the enemy's in need of a massive amount of black mana. We'll know more when we reach the first Anchor Stone. Please, hurry.
Odd-looking things.
Oh my.
Seem like
It's so
Vulgus
big I can't see the other end.
They don't contain black mana, thankfully. Enemies are approaching again.
The workers provided supplies to support us. We need to protect them from the Vulgus. Let's get rid of the troops near the Anchor Stone first.
but now know about this.
What did you say? You found a Helldiver's weapon? Our mission is to find information about the Heart of Iron. You should move up to the higher part of the Anchor Stone first.
First guest in 3 years. I promise I'll treat you with hospitality. Oh, you're going to stop the Anchor Stone. You failed 3 years ago. I wonder if it'll be different this time. Don't push yourself too much. What did I tell you? You can't do this.
Descendant, nothing he says is worth listening to. Just ignore him.
Well now, you ready to die? Don't worry. I'll wrap up your body and send it to the Order of Truth. Like I sent her body. It's a shame. See you later. Try to stay alive.
Descendant, enemy is coming towards the Anchor Stone. Destroy the glass nanotech and get out of there.
Already out? Real
There's a place you can hide nearby. We should talk to Nell here.
The descendant corpses that we learned about were probably members of the Helldivers. 3 years ago, they infiltrated the first Anchor Stone that the Vulgus were protecting. It ended in annihilation. Alpha's friend was among them. Descendant, there's a facility southwest of the desert that appears to be a research institute for the Order of Truth. But first, we need to investigate the Black Mana storage and mine number 1. Our mission is to track down the Heart of Iron. The Order of Truth is collecting ancient relics from around here. It's possible that they hold clues about the Heart of Iron or Dark Knight. Your mission is to attack them and take away those relics. That should be enough. I'll retrieve the Heart.
Vulgus have always been interested in ancient relics from the Dark Age. It's because the architects, their ancestors, are presumably from Ingress.
They look like Vulgus excavation records. Let's just get rid of them. Good, Descendant. Now get out of there.
Something's interfering with our communication with the camp. Let me check. Looks like nothing's wrong at the camp, but over there, something's interfering with the camp's comms. An old detector. Someone's been sending radio signals to the camp through this device.
Come in. This is Aisha Benassar, commander of Helldivers. If anyone can hear this message, please come in.
Who?
Aisha Benassar, commander of the Helldivers. Female, 48 years old. Killed during battle on Stone Day 3 years ago. Was reported to have been killed.
This is...
But no one actually witnessed her death.
I was there when the first Anchor Stone exploded. No one could have survived such a massive blast.
Alpha, would you like to hear my opinion?
No need. This is... It's clearly a setup.
I don't think so. We stopped using those old detectors 3 years ago. They worked on a completely different frequency from the ones we use now. We barely remember the old devices, so it's highly unlikely that the Vulgus knew about them. But someone who was in operation 3 years ago, well, they might remember. Alpha, there is a possibility that this is not a trap. I found the location of the Vulgus' wavelength jammer. Let's destroy it and wait for results.
Detector is too old, and we only heard a fragment of the message because the Vulgus interrupted the communication. Of course, if it's not a trap.
How dare they use the resources of Ingress to create such eyesores?
Already
confirmed.
out? Well done, Descendant. Now get out of there.
Doesn't have any passwords. There's so much data. I need more. Enemies are coming. Please keep them at bay while I see to this. Information scanned. According to the record, the device was operational at the time you accessed the old detector. The jammer was blocking Aisha from contacting us. But not anymore.
Descendant, there's a detector nearby that we set up to find relics. You should head there.
I wanted to...
I'll adjust the setting to detect old frequencies as well. We'll notice if someone tries to contact us using the earlier version. If anyone can hear this message, please come in. This is Aisha, Helldiver.
Miss Help! I used to be talking. Damn it! We lost her again.
An idea has occurred to me. Please collect communication modules from the nearby Vulgus. I'll combine the communication code to grant the Asif with a fake ID. Let's get to the Vulgus control device. Now she'll be able to hear our voice.
Descendant, what have you done? Your code is... Descendant. Is there a Descendant there?
Connection remains unstable. Let me adjust it.
Who said that?
So
Was
annoying.
it you, Descendant?
Feel free to use barriers. Nothing but your body. Greetings, Descendant. I am Taurus Arthur. Remember my name.
Already out?
Good morning, Albion. Greetings. This is Aisha Benassar. I'm currently in Caligo Disposal Facility inside the Order of Truth Base Camp.
What's going on? You're alive?
Sorry, Alpha, but I don't have time to explain. May I borrow a Descendant for a moment?
All right. Let's catch up later. Just come back to Albion.
Well, I'm not in a particularly good situation right now. I guess I'll be assigned handler temporarily. Greetings, my junior. The Order of Truth is doing a research on the bodies of descendants. My subordinates were also sacrificed for their research. As their commander and comrade, I'd like to put an end to everything that's happening in here.
Wait, I can't hear you. I think they're tampering with the radio waves again.
Oh, how I missed it. Don't worry, I'll back you up. You just need to move forward. That's what she always used to say in a situation like this. Junior Descendant, your mission is to search, destruct, and destroy this base. Whatever you encounter, just destroy them all.
There. I see something.
It's a device that controls the experiments in this base. Destroy it. Bravo! You're good. I'll accept you as an honorary Helldiver
So
member.
annoying.
There are results from experiments that sacrifice terrorists. Retrieve the data and get rid of it.
Out?
Data retrieved. Deleting all experiment data from the device as well. I need some time to delete the data from the device. Please keep the enemies away.
It's almost over now. There's an incubator over there. You have to destroy it to put an end to this absurdity.
Descendant, stop. She's in here.
Damn it, that was fast. Yes, I'm one of their experiments subjects.
Gonna be exciting.
Sheer dumb luck that I'm seeing right now. But you know, that's no, I'm ordering honorary Helldivers. Destroy my coffin in front. Great job, Junior Descendant. This is the end. Tell Alpha I'm sorry.
Already out?
Strange. I feel like I've known her for a long hand over Aisha's belongings to Alpha.
I went over the mission record through the Asive. What can I say? It's unbelievable. Aisha was the smartest and bravest descendant I've ever seen. After roaming the battlefield for more than 20 years, she went a little crazy, saying weird things from time to time. She used to tell me that a goddess appeared in front of her and whispered mission plans into her ears. Strange thing was that her predictions were never once wrong. I was saved multiple times thanks to her. She died being the hero. Even now, she still is. Damn it. We don't have time for this. The excavation team told me that they found something important. Go find Reyna from the excavation team.
Descendant, do you remember the desert altar that I mentioned earlier? Although we call it a relic, the Heart of Iron isn't some sort of ancient crown nor a magic sphere. It is a machine designed with a purpose. Then, wouldn't it be unwise to regard the altar as what it sounds like? We set up a hypothesis that the altar is some kind of a device that uses the Heart of Iron. Like a gun and a bullet, for instance. Since it's a desert, we weren't sure if there would be anything remaining from 100 years ago. But we eventually found it. There's a trace that starts from the Barren and leads towards God's Haven, seemingly moving some kind of a machine. It's around 2 to 3 times bigger than a human. We found multiple metal fragments, but it was unlike the ones that the Vulgus or the Magisters made. It was closer to those made from around the Late Kingdom era. I think it's safe to say that we hit the jackpot. Now, go back to God's Haven and find that Heart of Iron, mighty hero.
The excavation team set up a device to detect the relic's wavelength and find Dark Knight's altar. While the device is being activated, you need to defend it from the Vulgus.
I didn't find Heart of Iron's wavelength in this area. If you ask us, we think it's because Heart of Iron has been sealed. And that's why we're looking for the altar. I'll find out where the relic is.
Enemy scanning.
Found it!
Descendant, there are 2 transporting devices nearby.
It's a Vulgus drone.
Now we're 1 step ahead of the Vulgus. The Order of Truth is transporting unique resources. Raid the transportation unit and intercept the material. Great job, Descendant. The substance is called void slime. It can be used to block certain energy wavelengths.
It can be used to protect humans from the Heart of Iron. Hold on, I've detected something. This is an echo stone from earlier times. Content is encrypted. We need to collect all the echo stones to decode it. We should gather information from the nearby area. Search for the position of the other echo stones.
Phoenix from that red phone?
Found them. There are 3 more echo stones in God's Haven. If we can collect all echoes within the Asive, we should be able to read the content contained in the echo stones.
Descendant, Vulgus are coming after the excavation team's equipment.
Excavation team is going to use that box to transport the Heart of Iron. It contains processed void slime. But that's the only one we have.
Do you understand? No damage can be done to the equipment. Good job. The excavation team will retrieve the equipment. Meanwhile, you should have a look around.
The second echo stone is nearby. Let's head there. We collected the echo. Something's off. A powerful code is blocking us from decrypting it. And yet there are no other security measures in place. It's like someone wanted to use it. We need to have it. We've met Narza. Remember to watch out for things.
Descendant.
Enemy approaching.
We've detected the location where the Heart of Iron might be sealed, but the place is crawling with Vulgus. Neither the workers nor the excavation team can go any—
Descendant, I obtained the data from the third echo.
Descendant, did you know about this? The sages told me that the red foam wasn't actually from the ancient times. It just appeared 150 years ago, like some kind of warning.
Detected the final echo. Decryption completed. I'll play the content. Strange. I can't play it.
The altar, and of course, more Vulgus. Descendant, eliminate all threats.
Within that recorded echo is an autoplay code. We've lost control of the Asive. The code encapsulated inside the echo is flooding into your mind. Descendant, stay strong. This is an illusion of how life used to be before the Great Crisis.